Nothing.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Super Trash TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. We do nerdy streams all the time because it's Twitch, and that's what you do on Twitch. You do nerdy shit. But this is an extra special thing. This is we're covering something that the mainstream media loves to talk about. That's right, one of the most celebrated sitcoms of all time. We're doing trivia. It's One Up, and it's The Office. Welcome to it. I'm your host, Jacob Rubin, and Quizmaster. Oh, yes. Okay, that's... Oh, if I talk over it, we're safe? I mean, we
can't be the law.
People play video game music on their streams all the time. Like, there must be some, right?
You could do it, but then you'd have to delete the VOD immediately and burn your computer.
If you're playing Mario and you hear do-do-do-do-do, then Miyamoto's not like, you can't fucking do that, right?
Yeah, I think it's a little... I mean, we don't have to get into the terms of service right now at the top of the show. But we can.
TOS. Anyway, we have the two founding members of Super Trash TV, the Big Kahuna, that's the plural of Big Kahuna, are in the house to battle tete-a-tete, brain to brain, to see who knows more about The Office, streaming now on Peacock for free for season only.
Oh, fuck. Are we doing the English, the American version? Shit.
British one is on Amazon Prime, sorry to tell you. Let's go first to the guy who just said that joke. Coming at you from the island of Alameda in Northern California, it's Jesse McGrath. Yay!
Wow. Thank you. Thank you.
Jesse, how many times you watched the series The Office?
I mean, I am a fan, but I'm not... we were talking about this. I don't go so hard in the paint. I just am bad at absorbing media in general. So I would say at least 2 full watch-throughs, which I realize is absolute bush league, and then so much in syndication, right? So I feel like there's certain episodes I've seen, fucking Booze Cruise, 9 times, right? But yeah, 2 full proper go-throughs is, I think, where I'm at.
I mean, I feel like every time I'm on any flight that has on-demand programming, there's always 4 episodes. And I've seen Koi Pond at least a dozen times just on airplanes. Yeah, so that's always available. It's always on TBS or some shit. On the other side of this metaphorical ring, we have the other person who pitched this idea in the first place. Jesse took him up on the challenge, which I guess makes this guy the champion. I don't know. Coming at you from West Covina, California, it's OJ Patterson. Yay!
Yeah, what's up? Shout out to the chat. Shout out to CNIS. Shout out to Platt. Shout out to Secret Spoon. Jesse's a cool guy. Everybody.
Thanks for watching. Play along in the chat if you like. Oh my God, you even have a Dundie. Am I pronouncing that right?
Okay, well, I'll see y'all later.
a crocodile Dundie.
OJ, how many times do you watch the whole show, top to bottom, tip to tail?
We lost count around 6 run-throughs.
Whoa.
And, that's not even counting the first time I watched it when it was on television, and I was watching it in people's dorms and stuff. So yeah, I have the box set somewhere. I couldn't find it. So if the grid goes down, your boy's covered.
You have all 9 seasons?
Yeah.
Wow.
They sell those seasons where Steve Carell's not on it. They have those.
Yeah, from the whole box set.
What?
You know who's fucking front and center on season 9? Clark Duke.
Oh boy.
Remember him?
Sure.
No, he wasn't Plop. He was Baby Dwight or whatever.
Yeah. Oh my. Can I say that? Can I tell a quick anecdote?
Yeah, go for it.
Sure.
It's unrelated. No, it is related. I have a student who's been begging me to get into anime, and I was like, I just am not that interested. And he was like, bro, what do you even watch? I bet you watch The fucking Office. And I was like, I don't not I mean, I have watched. He's like, that shit's not funny, and I was like, well, it's pretty. And he was very upset and insisted that I would better be using my time watching Naruto than The Office.
Right, comedy legend Naruto, graduate of Groundlings.
that quick 400 episode television show.
Bro, Naruto's at like 900. Oh no, 900 chapters. It's stupid. Plus Boruto. Yeah.
That kid will be graduated from college by the time Jesse finished watching.
Catch OJ and I in
Naruto.
7 years to do the Naruto version of this quiz show.
Anyway, let's go ahead and just get on into it. I love the reaction that Jesse had when he learned that you've lost count how many times you've watched the show. But let's get into the jaw rules real quick. When you know the answer, you'll PM it to Ben. So just once you've decided that you know what it is, you'll send it privately to Ben. So everyone gets a chance to answer. After both players have sent in their answers, they will be revealed one at a time. I'm going to ask you what you put, and then you'll reveal it to me. You may not change your answer after you've submitted it, even if you change your mind. So whatever you submit to Ben, that's your answer. If later you're like, oh, I thought of something, nope. Whatever you submit to Ben before the other person reveals, that is the answer. There is no time limit, but after one player has submitted, there will be a 10-second timer that will be somehow made clear to you via Ben soundboards. Yeah. Yeah, so you don't have to, but once one person's in, the other person has 10 seconds. Every correct answer is with 1 point. Take a drink if you get an answer wrong. Hope everyone's got a drink at the ready. Take an additional drink if you get it wrong and the other person gets it right. So double down if they get a point and you don't. Don't look at the chat because the chat will sometimes put answers in there. Players, please do not look at the chat. I'll interrupt with the chat, and then Ben, if you like, producer Ben is also here. So shout out to Ben. Thank you so much for producing the show. And finally, the eyes are the groin of the head. Are we ready to commence with the Office trivia?
Please.
Great.
Yeah.
Question number 1. I'm so glad that we get this prop out of the way. What restaurant hosts the Dundies in season 2? All right, both players have submitted their answers. Let's go to, I feel like that'll be a recurring motif. We'll go to Jesse for his answer. So let's start with Jesse. What did you put?
I said, fuck, man. This sucks. I feel like that was a gimme, and I can't even. I said Dale's, and I know that's wrong. I just didn't want to put nothing.
What is Dale's?
Is it? Fuck, man. It's nothing. I knew it's a 2-word. I don't fucking know. Dale's is wrong. I know it's wrong.
Okay. And OJ, what is your answer? Season 2.
Well, from season 2, Pam gets notoriously drunk during the Dundies and makes what is usually a socially awkward situation into a pleasant one, at least for her. And she said that at the end of the day, that God was in that Chili's that night.
That is correct. The answer is, in fact, Chili's. Well done, OJ.
I expect it to be a real restaurant.
Well, they don't overserve at Chili's, so
I think that's, and then they go to Chili's again later that season when they're trying to make the big sale to Tim Meadows.
Yeah, because he sings about the baby back song.
Yeah, and they get an awesome blossom because they're awesome. But yeah, Chili's is the answer. OJ's on the board. This is going real well. Let's move on to question number 2. Finish this Stanley quote. Only 364 days until what? All right, let's go to Jesse first. 364 days until
It's been a year since you said that.
Really good. That might be true. I don't know. You've only seen the show 3 times, so who's to say?
Yeah.
Let's go to OJ. Only 364 days until
I'm not confident about this, but I'm going to say Pretzel Day.
the next pretzel day. That is the correct answer. Yeah. Stanley is, of course, a big fan of Pretzel Day. It's the only time we really see him be happy. So yeah, Pretzel Day
Yeah,
is the correct answer.
that and cheating on his wife.
Right.
The only things that give Stanley Hudson joy. Oh, and hentai.
Hentai in the greatest deleted scene. if they had included that, oh my god.
Bro, if you talk about if there's a question about deleted scenes, I'll close the Discord.
No deleted scenes, no bullshit. There is one thing I want to say about Leslie David Baker, who is low-key like the one of the best deadpan artists in modern comedy. Did you know that he had like a brief singing career?
No.
So I'm going to encourage everybody to, maybe someone can even throw a link in the chat if you pull it up. Leslie David Baker, who portrays Stanley, recorded a song called "To Be Simple," numeral 2, be simple.
Nice.
That's in the music video. It's a kind of poppy, dancey number, and it's him singing about, having the fine things in life, and it takes place in a mansion where he wakes up in bed with 2 women, and then he's like drinking Cristal and eating croissants and partying by the pool. It's fucking Stanley. It's just Stanley.
Okay, this is fucked. OJ didn't know that. I did, bro. That could have been a question. I did know that. God damn it.
If you want to stop this stream, go back into Google Pages.
Thank you, Ben, for throwing that in the chat. Yeah, check it out if you've never seen it. The song is like not great, but like good. Yeah, it's worth checking out.
I did play a little bit for the crowd. Just the intro. It's generic opening, so you can't really tell. But yeah.
Yeah, in the first minute of the video, he goes into he opens the fridge. A hand pops out of the fridge and hands him a bottle of champagne. Another hand pops out with a croissant on a plate. Another hand comes out and jerks him off a little bit. I'm not making any of that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's on YouTube.
That's on YouTube.
That's on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah, it's on YouTube, specifically YouTube Kids.
Let's move on. Speaking of music, let's move on to question number 3. Prior to starring in The Office, Creed Bratton famously played in what rock band?
I'm fucking Googling it. I can hear him.
I just did a fake one.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I don't know.
Let's lead with OJ then. OJ, what did you put as your fake answer?
I said Claire's Creed Water revival. I assume that's some like 70s.
Wait, did you say Clarence Clearwater revival?
Yeah, I don't know that white shit. Specifically that white shit. I know a lot of white shit, but
I was gonna say famously black television show The Office that you've watched too many times to count.
I'm sorry, but that is incorrect.
okay.
Let's go over to Jesse. What did you put?
Okay, so my joke answer is Creed. Obviously, that's not right. I know I'm not gonna get points for this, but I think it's like either bluegrassy or folky. I thought it was like not a rock brand. It was like a folk or bluegrass group. But that I could all be fucking super wrong. But I don't know the name of it. Creed.
Well, the band that he played for, which is entitled The Grassroots, did have a bit of a folky sort of sound to them. But I'd say that anyone who listened to the music would identify them as being like rock of the era of the late 60s, early 70s period. Some of their big hits: Where Were You When I Needed You, Let's Live for Today, Midnight Confessions, Temptation Eyes, and Sooner or Later. Additionally, at 2 points in the run of the show, he plays Grassroots songs in the Christmas episode, Benihana Christmas, where they have a karaoke machine. He sings Spinnin' and Reelin', and in the finale, he sings All the Faces, both of which are more deep cut Grassroots numbers. Also, a few months ago, I went to a cafe in Toluca Lake, and I had eye contact with Creed Bratton. That's the end of the story.
That's dope. That's a good story.
I like that.
Beginning, middle, and end.
Definitely a middle. I'd say the whole thing is a middle. Let's move on to question number 4. What is the name of Angela's cat that is killed by Dwight? Okay, everybody reporting in. Let's start with Jesse for this one. What's the name of that cat?
Is it Mittens?
We'll find out shortly. Let's go over to OJ.
Well, she doesn't want Garbage, which is the cat that Dwight tries to replace.
Right.
Replace this cat with. But, I think it's Sprinkles. Is Sprinkles the answer?
The answer, in fact, is Sprinkles. That's true.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I felt so good about Mittens.
Fun fact, Angela's affectation for cats, as revealed on the Office Ladies podcast, entirely comes from an ad lib that she said in the pilot. Just she riffed something about having to do something for her cat to Jenna Fisher to Pam, and now that became one of her core character traits. I'm so glad we have the piped in studio audience so that my fun facts are just met with utter silence.
They're fun. I'm not
They are
not
fun. They are fun. I honestly, if we don't respond, I think it indicates that we do think they're fun. Because we don't want to. Okay, this fucking 40-minute applause break. Because we don't want to. Me personally, I don't want to goof on it to make it seem like I don't think it's fun, because it is fun. What am I gonna say? Like, oh, that is fun. I don't know. There's only so many times I can say that.
Yeah, you got me there. Shout out.
Do you want every time there's a fun fact, or is that what you're looking for?
Can you play the band fun?
That is the affirmation that I need. Thank you. A couple shout outs in the chat. Senius for getting the question correct, and Rude Dude 4269 for reminding us that Chili's has great tortilla chips.
Oh,
yeah.
Rude dude,
also,
chip dude.
I this is another fun fact, so get that air horn ready. In the Dundies episode, where Pam gets excessively drunk, the original script called for her to just keep ordering drinks, but Chili's has a strict no overserve policy, which is why the manager says in that episode, we have a strict no overserve policy, she won't be allowed back at Chili's anymore. So they had to change it to her stealing drinks from other people, which I think we can agree is a lot funnier.
yes.
Thank you.
Yes, corporate synergy is hilarious. And I mean that sincerely.
Let's move on to question number 5. In the Halloween episode in the 5th season, Pam is the only employee in the Dunder Miff who dresses up. What is her costume? Oh wow! Everybody reporting in real quick. Let's go to Jesse for his answer first. What did you put for this one?
Is this when she dresses up as Charlie Chaplin?
We will find out shortly. Ben has already decided that you're correct, but let's find out what it say.
Yeah, I would say that as discussed in Bay Area stand-up comedy, A Humorous History,
What a
Fremont legend, Charlie Chaplin was her costume.
I did not know that he was from the Bay. That's amazing.
Yeah,
he's not from the Bay.
Oh,
He filmed some of his biggest films in the Bay.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, the
You know
real
what?
Fremont legend sits among you. His name's Jesse McGrath. He teaches high school in Fremont. Some would say me and Charlie Chaplin. Some of the Fremont legends. Bill Walsh. Just a few.
Bill Walsh.
Yeah, he coached at my high school for exactly 1 year, and then he went on to coach college, and then the 49ers. Ever heard of him? Couple of Fremont legends.
Let's reveal. Yes, the correct answer is Charlie Chaplin, and she says in the episode that she can't take off her hat because then she's Hitler. Great little moment.
Almost added the Hitler line, but I don't want to. No 0.5 points for this for this particular version of the game, please.
If you'd have put Hitler, I would have given you the point. That's fine because she does. At one point, she takes off the hat and puts the cane out of sight. It's such an awesome visual when she's the only person dressed up. That's such a great side gag.
That is great. It does undermine Pam's general intelligence, though. Nobody even thinks about that, and then doesn't, like, 10 seconds later go, oh, right, but the Hitler thing would be an issue. That mustache, as OJ and I talked about last night on stream, shout out to OJ on Smash Tuesdays, that mustache worked for 2 people only. And it's done now.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's done.
Shout out to Michael Jordan, who we surmise lost the bet before he filmed the Hanes commercial.
Yeah, it's very
in
important to note that
2013.
it worked for 2 people.
Yeah, right. Exactly correct.
Also, Sparks, Ron Mail.
Oh, yeah.
Sparks.
The guy in Sparks, yeah. Shout out to Cedius, whose guess was Peppermint Patty, which is a Peanuts character, and who was then corrected with olive oil. That's season 7, maybe season 8.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's season 9. Oh my God, that's season 9. That's the last season, when she's olive oil and Jim is Popeye. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 6. What real Scranton dive bar appears in 5 episodes and is mentioned in another 6? What is the name of the bar where they hang out sometimes? All right. Everyone reporting in. Let's start with Jesse. What's the name of the bar?
Okay, this is what I honestly thought the answer to the Chili's question was, and I still got that wrong. Obviously, I said Dale's, which is not correct, but I did know it was 2 words, and I know. Well, I don't know anything. I think it's 2 words, and I think one of them is a man's name. And originally in my head, it was Old Stanley's, and that's not right because the character is called Stanley. So I think it's Poor Richard, but that is for sure could be wrong.
Okay. Well, that does have similar. It does have a man's name and an address. Let's throw to OJ. OJ, what's your guess?
If I get it wrong based on 1 letter, I'm going to be mad because I said Poor Richards, which could have been apostrophe.
Said that, actually, I said the same thing, but without.
They both said Poor Richards.
Okay. The answer is Poor Richards. Yeah, nicely done.
Yeah, we're both right. Hell yeah.
That's where they watch the local ad in the local ad episode. That's where Pam tells Roy that she kissed Jim, and then he trashes the bar. That's Poor Richards. Yeah, basically whatever they hang out. When Dude gets fired in the Halloween episode from season 2, he invites all the cool people to drink with him at Poor Richards. Yeah.
Isn't that where they watch the pilot also? When it, like, at the end of the show, when they start to watch the actual show that's been being filmed? Isn't it at Poor Richards initially?
That's correct. That's true. Forgot about that one. Yeah.
And let us not forget the person who eventually, I think, owns the place, Kevin.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, they really lean into Poor Richards in the end there. Yeah. Very cool. First time you guys both got the point. Am I wrong? Yes.
Not at all.
Oh,
yes, you are. Charlie Chaplin.
About Poor Richards.
Okay.
There's an actual pub in Scranton, Pennsylvania called Poor Richards.
Yeah.
Have you been?
No.
Oh wait, I forgot. Ben is from Philly. Ben, have you been to Scranton at all, or like driven past it?
Oh yeah. It's not great. There's not much going on in Scranton,
Sure,
Pennsylvania.
yeah. Sort of the premise of the show.
Yeah.
Wow. Now I just want to school Ben on or question Ben about other Philadelphia-based sitcoms. Abbott Elementary, Always
Mhm.
Sunny. How do you think about the representation of your city?
Apt.
Okay.
The opening credits of Fresh Prince.
Ooh.
Let's go ahead and move on to
Not
the
apt,
next
'cause that
question.
was LA. Anyway, sorry.
Sure. Question number 7. What is the name of the iPad-esque tablet released by Saber in season 8?
Yeah.
Dunder Mifflin is a part of Sabre. Everyone reporting in. Let's start with OJ for this one. What is the name of the tablet released by Saber?
So I know that it's triangularly shaped, and I know there was a big presentation where Aaron tried to become an influencer, and I call him BJ Novak. Oh, Ryan has a meltdown, and Jim has to perform the presentation in a very short jacket. So I'm gonna say the pyramid. I know it's wrong, but that's as good as I got.
All right. Let's go to Jesse. What is the name of the tablet?
It would be wild if you were wrong because I also said pyramid. So if we're both wrong, we're wrong together. It's definitely not triangle, but yeah, I remember the shape. I especially remember the baby Bjorn strap on that they like chest mounted it. I love that was such a good gag. We're just like this is the least practical thing you could possibly do. I loved it.
Let's go ahead and reveal that answer. It is the pyramid. You guys did it. You nailed it. Yeah, there's Dwight holding the pyramid. It's really stupid. It's so stupid. I hope to God that prop worked and somebody had to like make that thing.
Yeah. Well, you could just imagine like everyone's like sharing that same article that's just like, don't fucking stabilize your pinky doom scrolling on Twitter. Your phone's going to cause long-term ligament damage. Like that thing is a nightmare. It's an ergonomic nightmare.
Terrible. And maybe I didn't quite hear when you referenced the baby Bjorn, the moment when Stanley pulls a full slice of pizza out of one. That moment alone makes that whole, because that whole arc was really stupid, but that moment alone made it perfect.
There's a lot of things that made that arc really nice, though. I like the idea of Aaron getting stuck in Florida trying to take care of someone who didn't need her help.
Oh yeah.
and just how much swag Tallahassee Stanley had.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Florida Stanley was great.
Yeah,
Florida Stanley is basically the person in the music video.
Right.
It's Wario on a golf course.
Always getting jerked off.
Let's move on to question number 8, I think. Yep, question number 8. In the season 5 episode Broke, it is revealed that Michael drinks what beverage every morning?
No, God!
All right, let's start with Jesse for this one. It is revealed that Michael drinks what beverage every morning in this episode?
sucks because I can remember the moment when he says it, and I can't remember what it was. Only that it was yucky. So I said chocolate milk.
Okay. Good guess. That's very on brand for mine. Let's go to OJ.
I absolutely do not remember. I have to go look up my DVDs and put this in immediately because I did not have any recollection of the drink. So I said Red Bull.
Red Bull. Okay. This is the first. Oh no, not the first time. This is. You both got it incorrect. The answer is milk and sugar. Just milk and sugar.
Okay, but chocolate milk isn't not that.
Yeah, okay, but like the moment Pam's there and she's like, "Michael, do you have any coffee?" And he hands her a third
That's right.
sugar, and she goes, "Oh, great."
That's right.
Right. Yeah. And then when she says, "Michael, do you drink this every day?" And without hesitation, staring straight at it, he goes, "Every morning." Like with the.
For some reason, I got my seasons wrong, and I thought this was like when he revealed to Jan that he was broke. But he's been almost broke so many times in this show.
Right. This is when Michael Scott Paper Company is broke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And so they're on the drive. The three of them, the members of Michael Scott Paper Company. Yeah. One of these weird. The other great Michael Scott food moment. I saw someone did like a YouTube video of like eating all of Michael Scott's weird food. And this one time when he wants ice cream but they don't have any, so he eats mayonnaise with olives in it or something.
Good Lord.
Truly a testament of the palate. Let's move on to question number 10. Is that what that says? Question number 10. What is the name of the villain portrayed by Jim Halpert in the Michael Scarn film Threat Level Midnight?
What was the question? What's his name?
The name of the villain, yes. Everyone reporting in. Let's start with OJ for this one.
So I know he has a golden face, and it makes sense. I mean, as a writer myself, you want to pare down things so it's as accessible as possible, so that the people who read your script understand what you're going for. So I could imagine someone who wrote the character of Catherine Zeta-Jones to just go ahead and say golden face. But that also seems like I'm not giving Michael enough credit, but still I went with golden face.
You're some sort of writer? What have you written? I'm not familiar with your work.
I've written screenplays and pilots and things on spec, as they say in the business, but my most recent writing endeavor was Bay Area stand-up comedy, A Humorous History, that I co-wrote with Nina G, available at bayareastandupcomedy.com.
That's your good old nonfiction plug for the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gets one. Jesse, what is your answer for the name of the villain?
First of all, that's like his third. Second of all, I want to shout out the chat that said half a point for Jesse, as if it mattered, but shout out to Rude Dude. I appreciate you coming to bat for me when I'm so obviously going to lose. I said gold face, and now golden face sounds right. Maybe I'll get another half point, and we could just equal one.
It's a nice round singular point.
Yeah, 1 point for the last two almost makes.
One of the jaw rules is to not look at the chat. Jesse, take a drink.
Yeah.
Oh, son
Damn
of
it,
I had already
Jesse.
submitted my answer. I'm trying to engage with the damn audience.
The answer is, in fact, golden face. There he is.
Woo!
I'll give Jesse half a point for that one. I think that's okay.
Yeah.
Not for chocolate milk, because that's different than milk and sugar.
I have a trivia question for you, or more of a request. Do you know the steps to the scarn?
You jump to the left and you shake that hand, then you jump to the right hand. Meet new friends, tie that yard. That's how you do the scarn. Am I right?
Yes, you're right. 1 point for Jacob.
You fucking nerds. You know, there's other shows on TV. Now I am going to watch anime to spite both of you.
I'm calling it right now. In 2 months, we're going to do the anime iteration of one, and it'll be Jesse against Sheamus. And if Jesse wins, I will send you $1,000.
Oh man, I'm gonna start watching now.
You have to watch all anime, everything that Sheamus likes.
Yeah.
Oh no!
No, God!
There it is.
There it is.
There it
Perfect.
is.
Sheamus, truly the Toby Flutterson of Super Trash TV. He's not going to watch this. Shout out to Pizza, says anime is good. That's fair. So a lot of anime is good. It's just more fun to make fun of the bad ones. Golden Face. You know, they make, what do you call it? Funko Pops of Golden Face. They just put gold on the Jim Halpert Funko Pop.
That's hilarious.
Really lazy.
Yeah. Money.
Yeah.
Oh, this show that was produced by NBC likes money?
Let's move ahead to question number 11. In the season 5 episode Prince Family Paper, nearly the entire office engaged in a debate about whether what actress is hot or not.
I'm taking a drink because I'm actively looking at chat.
You're
engaging
engaging
yeah,
with
fuck that.
chat. I can see. Jesse, you said two. I have it open on my phone. You've said 2 things.
Yeah,
You
I
and
said
so many
I'm
other-
taking a drink.
That's 2 drinks. I'm going to say 3 drinks for looking at the chat,
Fine.
engaging in the chat, and
Fine.
engaging in the chat.
Oh, okay. We're getting punished for engaging with the chat. I wonder why we only have 9 fucking viewers. Anyway,
That's pretty good for this show.
I want to address shout out to Pizza directly since I already took all my bad boy jokes before you even asked. I will die on this hill. Don't act like anime isn't so fucking popular. I get it. Lots of people hate on anime. Guess what? Everyone also watches the fuck out of anime. It's the only shit where you can have 900 episodes and someone is like, you gotta watch this. It's very worth it. Like, bro, we watched Dragon Ball Z on Toonami. It's fine. It's fine. But you're not dying on any hill. Come on.
And also, anime is the only shit where people are like, it's a gajillion episodes long, but you have to watch up. Nobody's like, you got to start at the beginning, 60 minutes. You got to see the whole arc. The other things people are saying are, listen, cereal is good. I will also die on this hill. So cereal. Who's arguing about cereal? Who thinks cereal isn't
He's just
good?
being a toad at this point.
And then Rude Dude 4269 is what if Jesse also hentai? Is that okay? Yes. As the quizmaster, yes.
But that's also 900 episodes, and I do not. I don't want to even imagine the physical toll that'll do to his body.
Well, I would get wrist cramps from all the Cornell notes I was taking.
Jesse, who's the actress they're arguing about?
Emily Blunt.
OJ.
That's so confidently. I got scared. I thought I was watching a completely different show. I thought she Mandela affected me watching The Office. And also, just for my own, I want it on record. I don't understand how a television show gets away with making fun of the attributes of actors on the show, especially if they're not specifically in the writer's room. Like, do they get it cleared or anything like that? But specifically with this one, where it's such a prominent person, there's like BJ Novak say like, "Oh, I'm going to write about you" to Hillary Swank to make sure that it's okay that she can be made fun of. Not even made fun of, dissected for how many people watched this episode? 7.8 million people in America.
This was season 5. This is probably because streaming wasn't as big of a thing. People weren't like tuning in and watching later on Hulu. People were still like Nielsen boxes were still very much pinging for this show. Anyway, yes, the answer was Hillary Swank. Yeah, you got it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Emily Blunt, one of the people on the show is married to Emily Blunt.
Well, I thought that was the bit. I didn't fucking know. And I was like, honestly though, a very similar brain path, OJ and I. OJ knew the answer, obviously, but I was like, oh, they must have to ask. I literally went through the same thing where I was like, they must have to ask. Well, fuck. Jim is right there. He's a texter. Like, yo, writing this. They wrote this shit.
Y'all know, like, South Park exists, right? Like, it's a caricature of a show. Like, everything that they do is making fun of.
Yeah, but it's animated.
Yeah.
It's animated, and it's not literally like 9 people don't look that great themselves. All discussing who the fuck, the levels of hotness of a person who's like attractive.
I also see South Park as like, that the ethos of that show from day one was like, we don't give a shit who we piss off.
Right.
The Office is a collection of people who would like to continue to work in an industry, and they don't want to rub anybody the wrong way. Not that Hillary Swank is like swinging a bunch of power around, but yeah, I think it's a valid. I would love a little DVD commentary. OJ, you got the fucking DVDs. Go watch that episode with the commentary. I bet they answer that question.
I'll let you know.
You think they got Hillary Swank to record commentary for that episode?
Holy shit.
And she's fucking mad. She's so mad.
Yeah.
But if we recall, at the end of the episode, they determined that she was hot.
Correct. Yeah. Of course. Imagine the alternative. Yeah. Sure.
Michael walks in, goes, Hillary Swank, not for me, goes right into his office.
Not for me.
Or like Hillary Stank.
Are we in the same league as this show now? Hillary's what if she tunes in? What if she's a Super Trash fan? What if she's part of the Super Trash fam?
Well, I wouldn't know because I'm not allowed to engage with the chat.
Yeah, Hillary, follow and sub. Join us on the Discord.
Hillary Swank, currently operating under the alias Plat 2006.
Yeah. Hillary Swank, come to Cartoon Club.
Jacob, 30 seconds, can I run and grab a beer because I will need to drink more and I'm out?
Oh, yeah, sure. We'll just...
I'll be back in 1 second.
We'll just fill time, I guess. Yeah, I mean, well, we could continue talking about The Office.
Yeah. Do you think this was a height of their power kind of move? Because it really seems like if you are, some level of onboardness with this bit, you're playing on the fact that you're a very popular television show.
Right.
Yeah. Who starts the conversation? Do you remember?
I think it's like Kevin and Oscar.
See, at least with like, if you take characters like Kevin or Michael or any person who's like not, I mean, no one in the show has it like together, but like if you take a character that is like that, at least if you use their voice to say these bad things, it's in character. I know that like there was a group of writers in a room who had to write it down in order for someone to say it out loud. But like at least you have like that mask of a character to get away with it.
Yeah.
Who do you think else, unless you already addressed this while I was gone for 15 seconds, who else do you think was on the list? Because it's not like Hillary Swank was the one. Right?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if like this was just who of the writers were
Cumberbatch
on the show.
It probably started with like a Steve Buscemi. It probably started with someone like an Emily Blunt who was just like objectively like like conventionally attractive, European beauty standard. Yes. And then it just slowly degraded into it's college, it's high school. It's hey,
Mhm.
would you X, Y, or Z signs of the patriarchy and misogyny? And they're like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it makes you think like if they had done like Benedict Cumberbatch, if they had done like a dude, I don't think the show. I mean, it would have played completely differently to the point where I don't know that the episode would have been like. I mean, it would have felt so. I don't know. I don't even know what I can't even imagine what that would look like if they did. Well, they did actually. No, they did an SNL sketch
Yeah.
with
I've
him,
also
but he was
yeah,
in the room.
right. That makes it different when they're on the show. Like if she was
Yeah.
if she like walked through the background or something while they're having this argument, like or like on the street, and you like sort of noticed it, it would have changed it up a little bit.
Oh, if she showed up as like a FedEx delivery person and then just
Yeah.
dropped off a box.
That would have made it even better.
And she winks at the camera and drinks a
Right.
Coca-Cola.
Let's all individually at BJ Novak and ask him this very specific question.
What's his Twitter handle? Very small, very successful man.
Whoa! Coming for the short kings, I see.
OJ, we're both
that's
6'5".
my
We're not
Twitter
allowed to
handle,
say
OJ?
people are short.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? Wow.
Hey, we'll
What's that? I hear
settle
the sound of OJ
We'll-
losing
As a
points for
representative-
unnecessary slander.
As a representative of the shoulder heights, I would like to say I'm offended.
I'm just saying, we could settle this disagreement with a good game of, I don't know, let's just say volleyball.
Well, I can
So disrespectful. I hope you fucking bonk your head on a door frame. You get your bastard.
Most days. Let's move on. Question number 12. During Phyllis's reign as the head of the party planning committee, what was the theme of her one and only Christmas party? All right, let's go to Jesse first. What is your answer?
I said Moroccan, and I don't feel good about it. But because like part of me was like, is it just international? I know that is the thing because it plays sort of with Angela's general xenophobia. And so yeah, my answer is Moroccan, but I don't feel excellent about it.
All right, let's go to OJ. What's your answer?
I'll definitely say the same, Moroccan, but I also want to give a lot of credit to them in a later season saying that they also celebrated a Mo Rocca Christmas, which I really wish there was footage for.
Let's reveal. Yep, both got this one right. It is the Moroccan Christmas. Here we see Andy playing is that a sitar? I'm not sure what instrument that is. I used to know.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna delve deep into
Sitar,
that.
It'll make me look stupid in lots of different ways.
Let's move on to question number 13. This is our Toby Flutterson question of the evening. Toby Flutterson wrote a series of mystery novels starring what fictional character? And that's time. Let's start with OJ. What is the name of Toby Flutterson's mystery protagonist?
So I know every element of this character. He's tortured because he misses his wife, and I think he's supposed to be black or something. It's very like of the '90s, kind of like that neo noir trend, but I do not know the name.
Oh my god, I thought you were saying that Toby was supposed to be black. I'm like, what?
No, different show entirely. Michael's screaming at a black man that he hates his guts.
Oof.
Yeah, you don't. Okay, so no answer for this one.
No answer.
Let's go to Jesse. What did you put?
Well, first of all, I want to just, if Toby was black, the "Did I Stutter" episode is so much more wild. Where Stanley fucking flies off the handle, and then like if HR was also, that is just would be even more tense. I said Toby Henderson, which is obviously wrong.
Just a more normal version of his own name.
Well, I mean, so my yeah, because my thought was like, he loves to talk about the fucking Scranton Strangler and how he was on the case, and he's like so horny for that I don't remember this storyline at all. TBH.
It's like,
So my thought was like, I could see him basing it on himself. Yeah.
Well, Toby Henderson is. It's Chad Flenderman.
Damn it!
Yeah, which is
Chocolate
kind of the
milk
like
of names.
the like, what if Toby Flenderson was a badass, but also Flenderman? I don't think is anything.
Oh no, I went to school with a Flenderman.
It's also like strangely like Oedipal, like he's the Flenderson, and that's the Flender Man.
This is the Flender Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would Flender Man versus Slender Man. That's the cross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and are you aware that there's a long running theory that people think that Toby is the Scranton Strangler?
Yes, I have read that.
I'm a much bigger fan of Gabe being the Scranton Strangler. Zach Woods.
I think I think that one has holes because I think Gabe is too clever to be caught. Or even found out, he's just like, he's a killer, but nobody's even finding those bodies until way, way later. That's like the Golden State Killer is where Gabe's at.
Yeah.
Zodiac.
What's the moniker or the nickname for Pennsylvania?
Yeah, what state? What's the like?
It's the Keystone State.
Oh
yeah,
the
the Keystone Killer.
Oh,
he just puts a can of Keystone Light in a tube socket. So
yeah.
Let's move on to question number 14. We're in the home stretch here, Phil. After Karen Filippelli leaves Scranton, she is later seen as the regional manager of what Dunder Mifflin branch? Let's go to Jesse first. What did you put for this one?
I said Buffalo. That's wrong. I'll keep it a million with you. I can't remember a single one of the other branches, including the one that was so prominently featured in like season 3 or 4. I can't recall even a little bit. So Buffalo is my answer.
All right, let's go to OJ.
Well, I was teetering on Utica for some reason, and then I just said Albany because I just don't know. Like I used to know all the name of the branches, but I just don't know.
Well, shout out to Pizza because they got it right with their guess of Utica. Yeah, Utica's the correct answer.
Damn it!
Yeah.
I said the word and I didn't put it.
Yeah, that's my favorite. My favorite thing as a quizmaster always was when someone would hand me the paper, correct answer crossed out, incorrect written in its place. Oh my god. It adds another
You know-
4 months to my life every time I see that.
You know what my favorite part of being a quizmaster when I used to host the Berkeley Kips.
Yeah, you subbed for me like a couple
quiz?
times. Yeah.
Yeah, is hey, those people are cheating. What the fuck do you want me to do about it? Throw them out?
You gotta tell them the same thing I tell my kids when they call another kid cheating. I say, "What do you want, you snitch? Go back to your seat." Who fucking cares? We're all just
You
trying
wanted
to
these
get a degree.
koozies that bad?
Yeah.
You want to snitch on somebody?
Get good, baby. I don't know what to tell you.
Man, people used to cheat all the time when I would run trivia on ships, and the prize was a shitty highlighter that said Royal Caribbean on it. Are you really about to like sell out your dignity and have the whole room of people be like they're fucking cheaters for a little shitty piece of plastic that you're gonna lose? You're gonna leave it in your cabin on your way out. Oh my god!
The wild thing to me, like I get no trivia. The best trivia prize is like a bar tab, right? That's all. It's like you
Sure,
50 bucks
yeah.
bar tab, whatever. But even that, it's like, are you having fun though? Is it fun to Google questions that this stranger sent to you? Is that fun?
Yeah.
I suck at bar trivia, and I've never even thought about cheating because it's like, who am I trying to impress? I'm not. What are we doing here? Come on.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
He's got it right under
The finger
hit the buzzer.
hovering over the button for the last hour. Also, shout out to Pizza. Also, shout out to Pizza. You did not misspell Utica. That is how Utica is spelled. And he also asked if it was Albany, but said, "Is that an Albany expression?" Good Simpsons ref. I noticed it. Let's move on to the final question of this game. We've done this entire game on The American Office. Let's do one question about the OG.
Fuck.
Mackenzie Crook, the actor who played Gareth in the original British version of The Office, had a supporting role in 3 films of what massively successful film franchise? He is pictured, so you can look at him if that helps. The one that isn't Ricky Gervais.
Oh. Man. It's gonna be so frustrating when you say it.
All right. OJ, let's go to you first. What do you think Mackenzie Crook, Gareth Keenan, the inspiration for Dwight?
Yeah, well, at that time, my media literacy was limited to just knowing him from those movies, and then everything I heard, like when The Office was coming out or whatever, was just like, oh, that guy. So I will say Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay. Let's go over to Jesse. Jesse, what is your answer?
I don't even want to say my answer because that's the fucking right answer. As soon as he said it, that's exactly what I thought. As soon as someone fucking said it, god damn it.
What would you put? What'd you
said
say?
the Nolan Batman films because he looks like a fucking crony, which, by the way, he does play a crony in...
straight up Rosencrantz and Guildenstern ass crony.
Yeah, I knew too. Son of a bitch. I knew.
Let's reveal it. Yep, he plays Rigetti, the guy who keeps losing his eye.
Fucking spaghetti. God damn it.
In the first 3 of them. Yeah, him and his buddy who goes, hello, Poppet. I don't know if he had a catchphrase.
Parlay.
You better stop worrying about difficult office trivias, Jesse. You're in one.
Atta babe.
And that concludes the game. Here's the final image that I had. It's Michael saying thank you, because thank you for playing, thank you for watching, thank you everybody for coming and hanging out.
Thank you for putting it together.
This was a great idea, OJ. Ben, could we get the final scores back up on the page, please? With a score of 5.5, Second place, give it up for Jesse McGrath, everybody. Make some noise. Well done. Jesse, what do you have? What are your plugs? Anything to promote?
Oh, sure. I recently wrote a book. It is called Humorous History, Bay Area Comedy. I co-wrote it with Nina G, and it's all about Bay Area. No, you should watch Super Trash TV, which you're already doing. You should listen to Jesse and Wilder's Guide to Life, which is the podcast that I am in the title of. And in 1 week's time or 2 weeks' time, depending on how long the editor works, Jacob's going to be on it, which is great. And it was a lot of fun. So listen to that, and also watch this very stream. Drop it a follow, drop it a sub, and vote in support of teachers. That's my last thing.
Also, OJ was recently on a JW Guide.
Yes, correct. Yeah, all the hits. Sorry, Ben.
OJ,
that would have been a good time for That's What She Said. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
OJ, what are your? Let's see the book again. Let's put the book on.
Sure. This is
the book I wrote.
The book I wrote. It has a lot of cool facts and figures, a lot of pictures, and if you have ever been to a stand-up show in the Bay Area, we hope that you feel represented in some way. We couldn't get everything in; that would be a much bigger book, but we gave a lot of interesting information, a lot of fun stories, and really proud of it. So again, go find the book wherever you can find it. I saw somebody found it in Skylight Books in LA, and that made me really happy that it's in a real bookstore. So yeah,
that's cool.
Support local bookstores. On the website we have a link to Books on Beat in Hayward, and they will ship books, and they have signed copies. So if you want to do it that way, we're not mad at it. We're not mad at it.
She said.
Nice. And you can find me on Twitter at Jacob S. Rubin to buy the card game that I co-designed.
Say
also
that
available.
again. It cut out.
Oh, it cut out. I just posted it in the chat. But yeah, I'm on Twitter and also Instagram, and also the link to buy a card game that I produced based off the also Bay Area based wrestling promotion Hood Slam. It's super duper fun, and you should buy it and support local wrestling as well as local comedy. Buy a book, buy a card game, and also go to the related live events.
Also, we have other streamers. The producer of the show, Ben, he does a D&D stream that's a lot of fun every other Sunday. But on Tuesdays, that's my domain. Come mess with your boy. You don't have to play Smash, but if you want to get a run in, get runned up. I'm getting good.
Thanks so much for tuning in to One Up. Next week, our guests will be Tiramari Jyothi and Dan West to see who knows the most about Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Yeah, that's going to be an exciting one. So thanks again for tuning in to One Up, and I've been Jacob Rubin, your host. Thanks again to Jesse McGrath, OJ Patterson, producer Ben Spoon, and we will see you next week. Thanks, everybody.